What's good? I am back. One and only Paul Masson. Another live from Vietnam Friday, every 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. We about to bring on a guest. He's been waiting. This guy got Song of the Day, last music reviews, dope R&B track, soulful voice. He's an actor, singer, and a songwriter. Let's bring on the one and only, the outlaw Jesse Pringle.
Hey Paul, what's
Jesse,
going
man,
on, man?
how you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm telling you, you've got the best backstage elevator music in the business. That was like jamming to some Wu-Tang plus some classical music plus some funk. Like, that's dope.
Yeah, a lot of people used to get on me about doing multiple genres. Like, yo, you needed to stick with hip hop. But good music is good music, according to me.
Now it
So
feels like and sounds
let's
like
let's
with
get
this
into this. There's a lag.
a little bit.
Okay. All right, so let's start here. What came first, the acting or the singing?
Acting. I was acting on stage.
Acting.
Yeah, I was acting on stage as a kid. I was an athlete and an acting on stage as a kid. Of course, growing up as a kid, everybody got to sing. If you go to public school or elementary school, you got to be in some sort of a class play or a class show and whatever. So I took that stuff pretty
Mhm.
serious. I got into acting really early on.
Now, how old were you when you discovered that you could actually sing also?
Um, the people that were closest to me said I could sing because I would just be singing along with stuff from the radio. You know what I mean? Growing up as a kid, I had a
Right.
radio next to my ear all the time. I had an older brother. He was usually out of the house. So I had a lot of alone time in the house with a little, with a little boombox. And then my mom had vinyl records. So I listened to a lot of vinyl growing up as a kid. And I just started, singing along with the songs, trying to match note for note, melodies and things like that. Spending summers with my grandmother in the country, I'd get thrown in the church choir real fast. And so, you know, um, I started singing early on as well. However, it wasn't until probably early 20s when somebody actually, as a grown up, walked up to me and approached me and said something about my voice.
Okay. So, for people who may be hearing your name for the first time, who is Jesse Pringle?
Jesse Pringle is a R&B soul singer, songwriter, performer live. I've done a lot of different genres, written and performed, but my first primary lane came out swinging at R&B. I grew up with everything. As I said, my mom had LPs, vinyl of all sorts, classical, country, R&B, disco, rock, all that stuff. So I grew up with all that. I I went towards soul music quicker than any other. And I don't know if it was the suffering, the sorrow, or the heartbreak, but that's what took me there because I could
Hmm.
feel it. I could relate to some of the stories and loved the rhythms and the melodies and that such. So I could relate to that better. And so it was more natural for me to sing along with, sing, and even eventually write and create my own songs. Now,
Yeah, I'm
when I
having a
first
little
started
lag over here. I don't.
on my end, sometimes it sounds like you're a little intoxicated. But I
Can you
think
hear
it's
me
the
though?
I can hear you from time to time, However, there are times where there is lag, yes. Going back to your
Do you
question,
happen to have any earbuds with a microphone?
I don't have anything going on. My mic is run straight to my Bluetooth right here.
Okay, okay, okay. We'll try to make it work because like it's going in and out on my end when you're talking. So let's get in this question. Like when you're making music, what emotions or experiences do you usually pull from when you're writing a song?
Um, Most all of the time that I'm writing music, it comes when the music is created first. Like most people,
Okay,
I'm influenced and emotionally triggered by what music does to me. If I feel this way or that
okay.
way, that music is going to talk to me this different way. And so sometimes when I'm writing, most times when I'm writing, I'll let the music do the writing for me and look at the page when I'm done. And sometimes it just turns out like that. It's all from emotions, man.
Now, do you produce the music as well, like the background music?
No, I have produced in the past, but no. All of the music that is out there publicly at this moment is all done by individual producers. Whether we did one song together or six songs together, all individual different producers, music producers. Sometimes I
Who
believe,
produced Mercy?
Anthony Restivo, aka Tony Two Times. Tony Two Times produced Mercy. He's from Kansas City, Missouri.
So you got the nickname the Outlaw. I'm guessing that comes from Jesse James.
Well, that that is certainly part of it. Being from the Midwest, being country, that's all outlaw country. So, we're drawn to that, that lore. And when it came time to, it just adapted, and I kind of adopted it, if you will, because my record's clean. But it's that outlaw lifestyle is very attractive to some people. Um, and then after writing all of the those web series and short film programs that I did, titled "Kill 'Em All Kansas City," "Kill 'Em All Los Angeles," it just all became a lifestyle. And of course, historically, um, there was outlaw country, and then there was outlaw rap, and all these different things. What I like to say about just the word outlaw is that if you're living most of the times with any kind of freedom, you're an outlaw, and you're living outside the box. You're doing what you're not supposed to be doing. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I was a 6'4" white R&B singer. That's pretty fucking outlawish. Like, that's pretty outside of the norm. So, you could look at it that way even.
So I was seeing that you perform with
Can,
a lot of different artists, like
can you hear
Casey,
me okay?
JoJo, and a lot of different names. I can hear you better a little bit now.
Okay. Yeah, I've a long list of
So
I was a
you
long
basically
list of
share the
openings.
stage with a lot of big names.
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
what's some of the moments that really stuck with you with some of the artists you perform with?
Usually I connect, and this is no bullshit. Usually I connected with a lot of the musicians if the artists had backing bands or if they had DJs, I would connect with a lot of the
Okay.
musicians or, the back line more than I would with some of the main artists. The reason is I'm a main artist as well. I know kind of where that mind frame is at the time. And
Mm,
you're locked in and focused on the show, before the show, after the show, and it's kind of hard to unwind, you know what I mean, from that process. So, for me, I always went the route of networking with all the backline support, all the musicians, drummers, keyboards, guitars, producers, DJs, things like that, built relationships like that. But I will say that one of the biggest artists that I opened for and built a great relationship with was Bun B, the rapper Bun B. I opened for
okay.
him. Yeah, I opened for Bun B at the Roxy in Los Angeles, 2011. With I did a performance with a rap artist from Kansas City named Greedy. He actually is the one that called me out to do the song with him live, opening for Bun, and then Bun ended up offering me a development deal under his then Two Trill West label back then. So, but great guy, you know what I mean? We had a cool relationship, um, and so I can't say bad about anybody that I've shared the stage with really.
So you didn't take the distribution deal with Bun B?
I That particular deal didn't end up working out for me, um,
Mm,
and it was just it was also at a time where I had a lot of opportunities getting into the Screen Actors Guild and doing some acting as well, along with just some development issues with the sub label itself out on the West Coast in LA. And I'm a hard worker, I'm a fast worker, and I'm very transparent. And you know, although it sometimes it may be a mistake of mine, I'll take that L because maybe I move a little quick, maybe I move a little fast, or maybe I say something that offended somebody. I don't know what the scenario, but I'm not saying I'm immune to that issue. But to this day, as far as I know, me and Bun are cool. That particular deal just didn't work out.
uh-huh. So is acting like your first love and singing like your second?
Uh, I would flip those over probably. And the reason I say that
Okay.
is
Okay.
the reason I say that is that I say if you want to know who I am, listen to my music. If you want to know all of my different personalities, watch me act.
Yeah, I've seen some of your clips. You definitely had a lot of different characters going on over there.
For sure.
So when you're performing live, what do you want people to feel when they leave a show after you perform?
For me, it's stage presentation. I don't want to be known to be an artist that just walks back and forth on stage. For me, it's important to connect with the audience. It's important to have a show or
Mhm.
have a style of entertainment or to have an energy or a frequency that's floating at where they want to be and why they bought a ticket to come see you, or to the show. So, in my opinion, for me, I want to connect with the audience. I want to let them know where I am and let them connect with me, and then tell my stories, which are my songs, which are my lyrics, in hopes that they can relate and have a good time and celebrate the moment, and we can all part peacefully.
So, in your opinion, what separates a good performer from a great one?
I think that's like asking one artist to critique another artist. It's hard to do because each artist has their own
Okay.
style. And all I can say
Yeah.
is all I can say is what my peers and or mentors have told me. If you go prepared, then be satisfied.
Hmm.
But don't ever go unprepared. You know, even when times that everything else around you is off, the music is off, the timing is
Hmm.
off, the sound system is off, the PA is off, the DJ is off, whatever. You still have to fill that space. They bought a ticket to be there to see you entertain them. You know what I mean? Not the other
Yeah.
way around. So
Yeah.
it's your job to put on a show right then. It's it. It's all there is to do it. You can't just stop a show in the middle of a show because something went wrong. Now, if your microphone goes out and nobody can hear you and you're in an arena or a theater, that's different. Sometimes you get an old opera theater though, you can still sing with no microphones and no speakers, but for the most time, for the most time, it's the old saying, and I think this comes from the acting world, the show must go on.
Okay. I think a little lag on that last part. So, I want to know something else real quick. I'm a big BKFC fan. How did you end up fighting in the BKFC, dude?
Uh, Funny story, and I love funny stories. I'm sure you do too. I, I first met
Definitely.
I first met Dave Feldman um, and the whole BKFC team, Brian Sosha and Kevin Smith
Mm.
and um, everybody there, like DB and like G the Cut Man, like um, I met everybody there by going to sing the national anthem for the BKFC back during the pandemic. And I sang the national anthem twice for the BKFC in the early days. Once it was
Okay.
before, yeah, once it was before um, Joey the Mexicutioner. Remember him? Beltran. Yeah, so I sang the national anthem
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
his fight because that was the big title fight then. And then I sang the national anthem in Omaha when I think it was, I would assume, Mike Richmond fighting. Um, and
Okay.
then I just got to know all those guys and all the people that were working with the BKFC. I tried to keep a close relationship with them. I had done boxing, kickboxing, MMA in the past. You know, when you're an artist, you got to do anything to pay the bills. And for me, being a former athlete in
Hmm.
college and things like that, being competitive, staying in good shape, staying healthy, staying focused and disciplined mentally and physically has always been a priority of mine. So I was always training with guys,
Hmm.
and I was training with guys that were always competing. And that's just how it all just kind of came together. I had friends and fellow team members and people that I trained with for years. And then it just, the opportunity came where those two worlds could cross. And for me, as a singer, songwriter, performer, and an actor, I was like, if I'm in good shape and I've been in plenty of fights before, and I believe this will increase my
Yeah.
brand visibility and awareness, and it can increase. Either way it goes, I was winning. Either way it goes. Now that fight that I had in the
Yeah.
BKFC, that
Yeah.
fight that I had in the BKFC, that didn't work out the way I planned on it. But that's okay though, because for me
Yeah.
it was more than just that, and it was the sacrifice of making the commitment to doing all of that work, just because I wanted to increase the
Yeah.
brand awareness and the brand visibility for what I was doing in other parts of my life. And so it was always worth it and
Yeah.
still worth it. And if somebody picked a fight with me today, I'd probably fight them too. So,
I mean, that's how
no,
I found out about you is the BKFC. The BKFC. Like
really.
they said something about you sung the national anthem and then you were fighting. I was like, what the hell?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
Would you do it again?
If the price is right, I'll do anything again.
Have they never made you no more offers or no fights or nothing?
No, I mean, I'm not in my prime. For fighting professionally on a world championship level, I'm not in my prime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm healthy, I'm good, like, but that's not my destiny. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to take away from my singing and my acting to focus on this, because when I decided to take that fight, I said, okay, I've got to take away from singing and acting to focus on fighting just for this fight. And I was in great shape, greatest shape of my life. But it's you got to make a choice. It's the crossroads. You know what I mean? Which way you're going to go, where you're going to put your discipline and your focus. And so
Yep.
if an opportunity presents itself again and it's going to increase my brand even more, then hey, you know what? I'm all about it. But you know, there's probably plenty of arguments why I don't or shouldn't in the future. But would I
Yeah.
have? But would I? Absolutely. But I also grew up in a time where that's all we did was fight. So it's nothing like.
So what's new in the future? Do you got some new movies coming out?
So on the film side, I've got two feature-length film scripts in the works right now. I've got a what you call a vertical series in development, 60-second vertical series. You have like 60 to 100 episodes per season. That's a real interesting thing to do. And then
Okay.
and I released a short horror film that I wrote, produced, directed, and acted in, called Hashtag Trucker. I released it at the film festival circuit back in 2024. Right now, I'm looking to develop that into a feature as well. That's one of the two that I've got in the writing room. So we won some awards for that. Won Best Experimental Short at
Okay.
the Marina Del Rey Film Festival out in Los Angeles. So excited about that one as well. Anything creative, man, I'm in. Anything creative, I'm in.
You said something interesting. The vertical series. That's a thing nowadays that people do.
Absolutely. It's a huge thing. It hasn't caught on fully in the West or in America, but overseas, internationally, in the Far East,
Uh huh.
vertical series is where it's at. Why? Because it's on
Okay.
your phone. Because it's on your phone. You don't have to watch a TV anymore, and
Yeah.
most people, most of their attention and you can average this out however many hours, 6 hours, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 14 hours a day on their
Yeah.
phone, they're going to watch it. And so if you can provide them with entertainment that they can watch on their mobile device, it's a vertical series. We don't have to shoot it 16 point, 16 by 9 anymore like a big screen or TV.
Yeah.
So
So let me get this straight. It's kind of like a movie broke down into like 60-second clips.
yes.
Mm, that's
Rather,
interesting.
rather than a movie, equate it to like a TV series.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Which I watch a lot of.
Right. It's easy. It's easy to do, especially with all the streaming providers now.
So music side of things, like what's the future goals and stuff?
Right now, the goal is to continue pushing the song "Mercy."
I like it.
Because thank you, man. I appreciate it, and thanks so much for giving the song of the day the other night. That was dope. I appreciate that. It meant a lot. Still does. You know, uh, I'm pushing that. Plus, I've got an entire book of work that I'm excited to share with the public and to with live audiences. So my focus this year is to, build and continue building up the calendar with live performance dates and shows. And by the sounds
Mhm.
of it, Fayetteville needs to be one of those locations. I've got Kansas City coming up next week, and then just north of Nashville is coming up soon. I got Chattanooga coming up
Okay.
at the beginning of March. But it sounds to me like Fayetteville needs to be a stop, or Vietnam needs to be a stop. How's the R&B crowd in Vietnam?
Yeah, Fayetteville, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. We are a tough market. If you get love in Fayetteville, you're doing something right, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, I tell you what, I got love from you two on the show the other
So
day.
I had a question.
Mhm.
Okay, you went out for a second. What were you saying?
I said, well, I got two thumbs up from Fayetteville just the other night from you and your partner. So
Yeah, most people say I'm biased towards the hip hop, which is crazy because hip hop record ain't got song of the day, but maybe one time in the last I don't know how many weeks. I prefer R&B. You know what's crazy? We were talking about how it's rare to hear white dudes in R&B that sing like you nowadays.
I agree. I am rare.
It is.
I've got a lot of soul, brother. That's it. I've got so much life. It all comes out.
Like, yeah, do you ever find that being a tough market though? Like being that there's not a lot of white dudes in R&B?
Absolutely. It can be uncomfortable if you make it uncomfortable, or you can go out there like you're supposed to be there and you got a message to tell people
Uh-huh.
and treat it as if they're going to understand what you're talking
When you
about.
say make
Like
it uncomfortable, like what are the things that make it uncomfortable?
I said, you've got to be comfortable. You cannot be uncomfortable out there performing
Oh,
live.
okay. 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 Okay.
I said you can make it uncomfortable if you want to, but the mission is to put on a show. So you
Yeah.
gotta you gotta forget all that color shit. Like you gotta put on a
Yeah.
show. Like because
And I
when it
saw your
comes,
performance, man. You doing your thing.
thank you, appreciate you.
Definitely do your thing, man. I wish I could sing like you, man.
Well, everybody has a talent, man. And, you know, I'm glad to be the singer, and you sound to me like you're a jack of many trades too, and one of them's a hustler. You've done a great job with the show, and I commend you on it. Congratulations. And I'm sure there's some way that
Appreciate it.
I'm sure there's some way that we can collaborate, in the real world. And, maybe it is
Definitely,
you
definitely.
you you getting out there and reaching out to your fans, and maybe you ask your fans whether or not they want to see a white R&B singer come to Fayetteville and sing R&B, because then we can book it. Then it can be a live from Fayetteville sponsored concert.
Definitely, definitely.
Can you hear me at
I don't. I
all?
mean, I don't know how big my Fayetteville family is. You know how his hometown can be some haters. Hometown can be haters at first, man, until you make it big.
Always. Your hometown will usually always be like that. But that's all right.
Um, Before we let you go, is there any shout outs you want to do?
Shout outs. You know, I just want to give a shout out to the producer, Tony, two times for making the song Mercy. Had a really great time making that record. It's full of emotion, and to me, the music, when he started playing those keys, and I heard that, it just took me back to a time of R&B and even early country music that, that was inspired by gospel in some ways too. And it took me back to that time where storytelling and really singing was the point. And so that inspired me to write that song. It inspired me to tell stories about my own life. And when I actually wrote the song, I wrote it as if it were a music video developing in my brain. Like, what would happen here? What would happen here? And so that could definitely be a future short film, the song Mercy. And so I want to give a shout out to Tony two times for making that. Recorded at Eric Surratt's Mid Range Music. It was mixed by Robert Rebeck from Kansas City, Kansas. And so it was a collective group effort, and I appreciate everybody that was involved in it. Shout out to my team and everybody that's on the grind and getting discouraged. Don't be discouraged, because if this is for you, nothing's ever going to stop you. Period. Don't ever let anything stop you. That's it. Not punches to the face.
Well, keep the good music coming on the submissions. Like I said, I love the song. It gives me a R&B gospel feel, and I always feel like if I'm giving a song a yay, it's got to be a really good song. I think, in my opinion.
Well, man, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you giving this song of the day. It meant a lot to me, and it still does. As I said, um, situations like this, and you're an independent business owner, I'm an independent business owner. For me, it's all about collaboration. So what do I think we can get out of this, and what do I think we can go from this is completely up to us. I see it as an opportunity to get into Fayetteville. Whether or not you've had a good position there or a good experience there or
Mm,
not, I haven't had any experience there. So that's even more reason for me to come to Fayetteville, like,
yeah.
and put on a show just to see what it's like. So you never know. You never know what can happen, and I'm all about it.
I'll ask around and see what what we could make happen. And you said something about the digital certificate, which had me looking into some things and too, because I thought that was interesting. I didn't really know what a digital certificate was, but we're actually gonna start doing like cash price reviews here soon. So you kind of
What? Well, you know,
kind of birthed that idea. I appreciate it, you know.
that's a free one.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we about to wrap it up, man. I appreciate you. You're more than welcome to come back on, man, and make sure you submit another song, man, whenever you release another single.
Will do, absolutely. Thanks again. Keep pushing mercy, because it's it. That's life.
Will do, man. Outlaw Jesse Pringle. All right, peace, my friend. All right, so might have been a little bit of lag. Sorry if there was lag. I was definitely hearing connection issues, but I don't try to, just terminate the interviews. We'll have them on again. Hopefully we get a better connection. But definitely a talented guy, actor, singer, songwriter. He got the song Mercy. It's like a gospel R&B feel to it. Very soulful voice. You don't see too many white dudes in R&B singing like him, and there's not really too many white dudes popping in R&B right now, anyways. So you know, it's definitely interesting to see where he can take it, man. And go check him out, look him up. Got a lot of movies probably on Tubi or Amazon Prime and streaming platforms like that. OG Millionaire was supposed to join me, and think he's dealing with something, so he should be on for music reviews tomorrow. Shouts out to my man Chris Porterfield, Nefertari Strong, appreciate you. And I'm actually gonna get off here. We'll play back the interview and see how bad the lag was. But there was definitely a lag between me and him. I can tell. Like, I think that's why I wear headphones. It's better to have your headphones on and a microphone like I do, if possible. But sometimes you're gonna run into issues, and it is what it is. Everything can't be perfect, you know. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. We about to wrap it up, and hopefully we get some pretty good clips out of this. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, peace. I'm out.